She's the atheist, she ain't even believing in God. Traction, bitch, you got heat for the God. So I backsmack the left side of.
What's going on, guys? It's motherfucking kid. Here we are with Sean Price. I fucking love keyboards and Imperious Rex. I always go back to those shits. So I've heard that this is like on par with those projects.
Thou shalt not fuck with the 4/5 popper. Feel a thousand deaths when I drop ya. I listen, get massa homes. Welcome to me casa homes. Damn this spider in the casa homes. Niggas ask what the guard is about. Package you came, practice the name. Sean is the rapper, but rap basketball. Sean Price is the master, y'all. Y'all stay to the rhythm. So after I finish rapping, I really.
So this is classic Sean Price flow. I'm so stoked for this shit. New material, but like in the same delivery. I like this this reference to Biggie. Thou shalt not fuck with the 4/5 pop with 1,000 deaths when I drop you. I know that Jesus Christ Superstar was like a musical. I think it was on Broadway or something like that. So he's playing with that type of shit. It's funny. It's very taking white people culture and appropriating it.
Jesus. Side or vocals aside, I will fuck your ass up, punk. Yeah, now back to the music. Some niggas back to the music rag. My son like they can't fuck with you, dad. True, you take toes here. I hate niggas like you, fake niggas like you. Punch you in the face, straight fake niggas like you. Sun Tzu, 3rd-degree black belt, master of kung fu. Pop, don't smoke weed, even get drunk too. Do what you can, then I do what I want to. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Boot camp flick. Sometimes I feel like I'm the best in my field, but I'm not, and I'm broke, so I go invest in some drills. My nerve niggas say, fuck rap and find you a trade.
I like the concept of this song, and this shit is like just littered with rap references. He's talking about like Wu-Tang Clan. Sean Price, he does this thing that Doom does real good with vowels. Like he really pronounces it like really good. When it hits, it sounds really aggressive. I don't beef with turkeys, I told you. The God will fold you. Hard to digest, I suggest that you take tofu. The passage is just like, oh, food, let's eat, motherfucker. I don't dine with swine.
Leg, arm, head Megatron, Decepticon, Sean Duke, you know my name. Fuck around the earth, back with my turf. Clap cowards, black power, black, red, green and shit. Smoke sour, so powder, cause crack heavy need shit.
Quick, he did mention something in that other song that was like very populist in sentiment. Say fuck rap and find you a trade. I got weight on the plate, bitch. Find me a blade. I'm trying to get paid. Yo, punk ass is trying to get robbed. Give me the gauge. Excuse me while I get on my job. Not populist, but I guess a dreamer sentiment. You know, I don't want to be in like a 24/7 type of thing. I'm gonna interpret that as like some Marxist shit though. Not sure who Gene Gotti is, but Irv Gotti. I'm guessing Gene Gotti is like part of the Gotti syndicate. Yeah, Gambino crime family. But isn't like Irv Gotti have like a bad reputation? I feel like this bar aged bad. But I think I'm just like determining that on the association to Ja Rule. I like that flip. Suppose lie to cops and tell the truth in the booth. Instead you tell the truth to cops and lie in the booth.
Kneel down, kiss the ring. R. Kelly, your verse will not piss on your 16. Niggas rap crimes and it's the Paul President P. Popping my pistol, partially parched past the T. Y'all bitch niggas probably Punani. Y'all bust a shot, start running for mommy. P-body, pound for pound. TC, AWD in the 2K6. We make hits, we make chips. I'm always stacking my dough. Can't be the brokest rapper you know. P-body.
Damn, he just wiped his ass with everybody right here. I fucking love that shit. This ain't no gangster rap. How many motherfucking gangsters rap? Listen, I mean, truthfully, you might think you that, but overall, Duke, I think you whack Peabody. The name is new, the face the same. The judge is whack, the case is lame. I love the rap, but I hate the game. Matter of fact, bitch, what's my name? I'm so happy that the guy on the hook didn't have a verse. I just want like all this to be Sean Price. This fucking bar, R. Kelly, a verse, when I piss on your 16. Oh my god. That age nice. So I love this shit. Like, why the fuck you call Jesus Price and you curse in church? Napoleon Complex, Earth your lurch. Bucket Hood, Earth my turf. And I really like this. Y'all just heard it wrong. You know, I'm just like fucking being so great. You fucking thought it was like me shitting on you, but no, it just is. But I got that too. And if you need me to add on more, I bring it through. Cause I got a trunk for niggas who say they ain't scared. This one inclusive. We apply laws. If you get them a rich, then we give a tech. Yeah, so there's nothing really like too amazing in this verse. And like the hook, every time it comes on, I just like, I'm not fucking with it. And I just kind of like doze off. This shit, like, motherfuckers wax off, we throwing your track off. Like, that's how it kind of feels right now. It's better than the other guy for sure, but it's still not like a great verse. I don't know. So on the Sean Price albums that I listen to, the verses, I'm not really there for the guest verses. It was okay. I feel like the past two tracks haven't had like the best type of beat. I won't really feel the need to go back to them, but the first two really came with like a bang for me. Like, as I understand that this next one's not even on Spotify. I don't know what the fuck is up. Probably a sampling issue, trying to clear a sample or some shit. Omar from The Wire, use a homo thug. Oof, pretty badly aged lyric. You know, we're not gonna discount him too much because it's old head mentality and shit. Black people unite. Let's all get down for our black people tonight. With the long trade power, you better. Hey, real quick, Omar was one of the best characters of that show. Also, like, why would that be like an insult? Omar is like feared on those streets. We smoke pot, plus we cook crack in the kitchen. The weed is green, the ink is brown. The by the way that I act, way that I move. Sean Price said the good nigga act, nothing to prove. Choose the moves, I choose the. Duck down for life. Okay. The second verse is way better. The fucking Sean Price coin boink bonk. That shit's funny. I remember when DJs would check for a record. Now they want a check for a record. Nice. This is what I want from Sean Price 24/7. This wordplay right here. I like the weed is green, the paper's brown, the coke is white. Use a bitch and so's your wife. Straight hell is what I give a brother. Kind of a weird framing. Duck Down. I wonder if is there any new artists on Duck Down that are like really popping off, or did it kind of like just die off with Sean Price? But never think that the God will squeeze. Show's the man, and I'm doing all that I can. When I'm around, feel like a hand. All I is all I am, and all you is who gives a damn. It's like wop bop blue bop, the rock band boom, the clock got a few shots, you pop, drop a nerd. That's my word to my mother, you act stupid. The beat is smooth, the rap is hard. Just the way I like it, bless the mic and the God is foul. Hearing the first verse is already my favorite song on the album. And the way he's flowing on the shit, it's fucking peak Sean Price. It's like, I can't even fucking read this. It's like womp, bada, loo, bomb, do womp, bomb, boom. The Glock got a few shots, you pop, drop, ooh. I'm buck with the words, I went to school. When I pop you with the tool, catch a slug from a nerd. That's my word to my mother, you act stupid dude. It's like he's scatting, but rapping. It's very like Bus Driver, but it's such a different style. It's like the way he's using words, it makes it sound kind of like it's its own like instrument, you know. It's got its own texture to the beat as well. I stomp out your grill, Sean Price, the nicest nigga in Brownsville, one ball. Y'all niggas can't rock literally. I fuck mothers. 2006, I got a new bag of tricks. Boot camp, J League, new improved rap and shit. I'm the verse, nigga, where's the beef? Burger rapping, screaming, where's the beef? You're soft, get off. Phone screen, where's your teeth? His words are weapons. I really like this line. The beat is smooth, the rap is hard, just the way I like it. Bless the mic of the God. I do agree with this like sentiment, like Sean Price, the nicest in Brownsville. Oof, I think Cause from Brownsville too. Aesthetically and just like what I would more repeatedly bump, I definitely fuck with Sean Price over Cause.
Hey yo, who the fuck peeping the guard? Peeping the guard. Groupie hoe from the show, wanna sleep with the guard. Wanna late night creep with the guard. Wanna fuck all night till she tired, count sheep with the guard. She like fuck with the conversating, hold hands down the street with the guard. She thinking about leaving the guard. I don't care what's up to you, the Jews, bitch, leaving the guard. She's the atheist, she ain't even believing in God. Hit the retraction, bitch, you got heat for the guard. So I backsmack the left side of my shit.
Oh my god. This is my favorite verse so far on the whole project. This motif of God throughout the verse, it's fucking perfect. I love it. She's the atheist, she ain't even believe in the gods. Fatal attraction, bitch got heat for the god. And this whole fucking verse is like the best. I just want to print it out and have it.
You scared go to church, you scared get it dog, nigga, this shit hurts. The schools is supposedly hard, but they ran to police when I pulled the rod. The axes of a cavalry broad. But I had one jail pass, one last call. Who in the street with the guard?
Oh my god, I love that Sean Price is about to come back, and this is what I want. I love when he does that shit. He doesn't just do one verse when he brings on a couple people sometimes. Like, he did this on Shakedown too. And then when he comes back in Shakedown, it's like, oh, fuck. He really kills that shit. This guy's verse is cool. It's, like, not overdoing it. And I love how the hook, it's so spot on, like, on top. It's topical. And it goes with the album, too. Jesus Christ Superstar. I love this album so far. It's not a lot of people talk about this album. I don't understand. You know, you hear a lot of like Reloaded, Rock Marciano, or Marsburg, Fly God, West Side Gun. You know, there's like infamous projects, but this feels like it's not like missing so far, like really hard. And when it does hit, it's like a fucking boulder, like King Kong throwing a barrel at you. All you gotta do is cop the LP that brought crack for the God. Sean Price has said that he's done some drugs in the past. I wonder if like he was sober in this part of his life, or what was going on. There should be some type of documentary about him. It'd be super interesting. I feel like there's a couple of artists that really benefited from having a documentary shine on them. Of course, Tig Notaro took off after that documentary about her cancer. But I feel like Eddie Pepitone too, he really profited from that. And Bill Hicks. They've never really done that with a rapper that I can think of. Besides like the normal people that constantly get love, Biggie, Outkast, and shit like that. Alright, so it really feels like he just went back to back right there. Conceptually and with the enjoyability of the songs, like those definitely feel like, oh, I'm gonna have these on rotation for sure.
In the streets doing crazy stuff. Why this rap shit don't pay enough? No joke, I'm serious. The God spit bodies that's furious. Y'all niggas is funny style. Eddie Murphy delirious. Me, I'm one for you, yeah. Two for you. 1, 2 for me. Yeah, sanitation.
Yeah, I'm straight like 9:15. What does that mean? Oh, if you look at 9:15 on the clock, the hour and minute hands almost make a horizontal line. Oof. That's a reach. I think that's really sad right here. Yeah. Oops, upside your head. You wear a suit and tie when you're dead. You might see me in the streets doing crazy stuff. Why? This rap shit don't pay enough. No joke, I'm serious. The gods the God spit bodies, that's furious. Like, he is 10 times better than a lot of fucking people out here. And I don't think he's fondly remembered like a lot of more mediocre people are. And on top of that, like in his lifetime, he was kind of like obscure. He wasn't like the most known guy out there, you know.
Sanitarium, or dude at the radio. Listen, could you play me, yo? Yeah, I'ma play it. He ain't play it, but he played me, though. Next week I saw him at the party trying to wave hello. Slapped him in the face with the 8 and trying to break his nose.
This guy's so fucking witty. I love how he ends these two verses. Like the first one, he kind of fucks his business partner or homie over, and it's like, hey yo, what the fuck? And then this one's like, it goes through this quick little story, like within 8 bars, 6 maybe. Yeah, within 6 bars, he's told like this very interesting story. It's like, if my record ain't spun, I network with some guns. Call dude at the radio. Listen, could you play me, yo? Yeah, I'm play it. He ain't play it, but he played me though. Next week, I saw him at a party trying to wave hello. Smacked him in the face with an 8. I'm trying to break his nose.
Can't be like Sean Price, can't do like Steel for real. And now me to be facetious is genius to having God on the track with Jesus. And I keep it all lawful and legal. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. Anybody resisting, you goddamn my ass kisses.
It feels like it's like a crackhead or something, like just outside. What the fuck is he talking about? Ample, I don't know what the fuck they got it from. That guy was really cool. I like that bar where like you can't do like Sean Price or Steel. I like that. It's very boastful in the Sean Price manner. I guess it's just repeating the name and I'm just associating it. But yeah, it sounds cool. A topical track right here. I'm seeing the Loudmouth Choir Church featured. I'm expecting some angelic as beat.
Scoliosis, Dr. Kill, giving the rap dosage, postage, stamps on air, all praises due to the rhyme. Y'all niggas is foul, fucking Sean and shoot 2 from the line, 2 from the 9. I leave letting you join your rock, these niggas ain't ready for war. They ready for retardation in this realest form and rapping this street car racing. Rebelling this rhetoric, he start blazing after magician, David blaming your chain.
Really hard to read back on this and see like who's rapping, because it's not really telling me. It's just saying like, oh, this verse is both of them and the choir. And it tells me when the choir is singing, but I can't tell like the difference of who said what. You can kind of read like read through what Sean Price is like. All that yakety yakking, your teeth where the animals be, you get your ass beat badly, Bradley P. You know, like it's so obvious that that's him. But like a lot of the shit is just like unlabeled.
Yakety yakety, your teeth with an animal beat, you get your ass beat badly, Bradley. Alcatraz and the Beast Master, take a stab back about giving me bomb brain. Ash your calm banger. Ain't no fucking life after death. Smash your chest with the fucking medicine ball. You think you nice, but I'm better than y'all. Listen, Tommy T on the beat, loud mouth in the choir.
I don't know what to say about that. I think that's been the feature that's mostly complimented Sean right now. Helter Skelter. I've been on the project already. I'm not sure if he's like helping produce or something like that. If he's helping produce or something like that, because I keep seeing his name. I feel like I've seen his name more than once, but I haven't heard his voice that much. Or I think he was on the hook of the other song. King Kong, damn, Godzilla and King Kong, that shit was crazy. Sean Price is the fucking epitome of King Kong. So this track, oof, I expect a lot. Blue Akbar Pa Scarpa on the grill. Pa Scarpa, I'm not sure what that is. Is that like a dish? The law like Assata Shakur. What is that? Assata Shakur did escape from the law in 1979 and continues to evade them to this day. The former Black Panther escaped from prison, where she was being held for, amongst other things, her involvement in the shooting of a New Jersey state trooper, and eventually fled to Cuba, where she was granted political asylum. She is still there today, and the FBI still offer a $1 million reward for her capture. Oh shit. Assata is a step-aunt and godmother of hip-hop icon Tupac Shakur. Oh, for real? And has been name-checked and even featured on countless hip-hop tracks over the years. Damn, I didn't know that. I feel like I have heard something about like that Tupac had ties to like Black Panthers, but I didn't know it was like this type of shit.
Sean Price, boot camp best, give me the number 2 pen to watch me take the test. Shake it, set, break it. I Freddy Krueger, your face, my mind, your mom, your mind.
So that hook was kind of like really weak. I don't know. When it kept coming on, I was like, oh, this shit, I just gotta get through it. A little King Kong reference in the end. It doesn't like save it. I don't know. That's just how I felt. Like, but when the verse would come on, it'd be like, oh, this is the song right here. Could have probably done without that shit.
Can't handle the guard. Sean Price with his melody squad. You was a group now. The last man rapping is me, capital P, nigga.
One is knowledge. Knowledge is the foundation of who's really real and who's faking. The move making you making your shoes shake and you're fake. There are 10 numerals, of which knowledge is the first. Is thus the foundation of supreme mathematics. P is saying that with the knowledge you can see who's really real and who's faking by observing the way and they move their feet, i.e. dancing, which may show one's fakeness. Supreme mathematics. What does that mean? Wonder what Sean Price's religion was, because I think he said earlier like he fucks with Allah, but he something about like the Christian God.
Oh, she wrote 1 episode of The Wire. What you know about dope?
Those songs were like I don't feel like I'm ever gonna be into the beat, but I really like what he's saying. And there's a couple songs like that with Sean Price. Like he just rap really hard, but like the beat is just like, you know, it's not my shit.
Walking, talking, rapping machine, rapping for cream, slacking, faggot, rapping regime. Yo, it's all about this rap. Y'all niggas super whack. You shouldn't choose to rap. You stupid when they see the gong shot around the way. Popping with up there when I'm gone, got a lot to say. Charlie Brown teaching Booty Tame, Duke, Sonate. Real niggas right here, same niggas that already know. We stay on the rock out like a Alhamdulillah. Run with the squad, who can't remember the name? Nicest niggas you don't know in the game. Hello, this thing got nice. So you hear me now, you go think twice like goddamn.
I don't know who Sky Zoo is. I think he had a project with Planet Asia a while ago that it was getting like a lot of acclaim from some people, and I've never really heard anything from him. Maybe besides like a feature, he didn't do like that bad. It was okay. Like, and there's some features on this project that I'm like, oof. But yeah, it's not enjoyable. This is also like the 3rd time Sean Price mentions The Wire, but like every time he mentions it, it's like a fucking put down. That's how you know dope, like from watching The Wire, or like your Omar or shit like that. Now meanwhile I'm at the Croup trying to watch The Wire. A few bags of weed and a couple of pills. Like, this is the first time where he's just like, yeah, I'm watching it. I can tell, my dude.
Yeah, the feel with you. Right in this scene, the rapper disses you. Here's the gun and action. And yo, I need threats from you rappers, don't move me. I know tough for y'all niggas straight up the movie. That was a good one.
Director's cut. Fuck, I love this concept. This is something Doom would do. Like, I fucking love Sean Price so much. He is like Doom to me in the concepts he does. Fucking, I'm guessing this is Helter Skelter. Produced by Crisis. That's dope. This feels like Rap Ambush. Like, the conceptual thought behind this is really well thought out. I like the first part that he came out with, like, action. Ayo, idle threats from you rappers don't move me. I know tough, and y'all straight out the movies. That's probably one of my favorite Sean Price tracks. I heard it as he went to war with vegans in jail. Puerto Ricans. And then later on he's saying, shout out to them. My man PF Cuttin. I guess he's like shouting out a Puerto Rican homie.
Representation of the divine revelation we've seen, y'all. Up next you find Say J League, what you know about it.
So this hook is horrible. Really bad hook. But Fonte, this is probably the coolest counter to Sean Price right now. Like his style, it's just very different. It's such a different style from his, but it's good in its own right. So like when it comes on, it's like a good contrast to Sean Price. I had like the better chemistry with Helter Skelter.
Loving rap since run was crush proven. I don't eat tofu, I don't drink soy milk. Always in the
There's nothing too much that stood out of that Sean Price verse. It feels like it was a B cut kind of, but even maybe like Fonte outshined them in this one, because I've been listening to like Sean Price throughout this whole project, and I'm comparing him to himself, and I just feel like, oh, he's like killed it on other ones more. This concept, it's nothing like new. Let it be known, you know, more braggadocious stuff. It's not like the best braggadocious tracks that he's had, I would say, you know? Cause like the hook is really bad. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna be coming back to this one.
Dutch full of piff, book full of rhymes, and a long 4/5. Listen to me, oh bitch, I piss on the tree. Bow wow, nah. First of all, I ain't nothing ruckus. Helter Skelter the team, boot camp is the click. Elijah, that's my son into the P. Broke rapper that is fit for a G. Universe, I started out broke, and then I made a little change and blew all my money on a damn dice game. Listen, fuck it, don't listen to P. Leave your ass shook and looking like Muhammad Ali. Listen to me, listen to who? Listen to me.
Hard Knock Life, the Jay-Z track, it sampled Annie the musical, and this shit, it really feels like Sean Price is taking that concept and running with it like throughout this whole album, the whole just jacking the Broadway musical name, and then this vibe, it's very reminiscent of like those songs or On My Block. Helter Skelter, yeah, I recognize the name now from Duck Down Records for sure. I love how this starts off like kind of like an applause. It's nearing the end. It's like the second to last track, and it's like kind of closing it off. Oh, it was a whole show.
Listen to C, Sean Dawn of the league, who spit harder than me. Listen to me, listen to who? Listen to me. Nah, breathe, nah, see, nigga, listen to me. Let's get it on. Murderous verses from Sean Dawn. Got beats, it's nothing. I got a mic to spit it on. Just feel it on, but born 190 proof in the cup. Shit is diesel. Getting brainwashed in the regal. Still fuck with birds from the chickens to the eagles. People, listen, I'm a nasty motherfucker. Sticking dick to a girl, same age as your mother. Half getting me belligerent. 98 degrees in the shade, still sipping it. Throwing the bird, Sean Price, give it right with the BCC. Listen to me, listen to who? Listen to me. Sean Dawn of the league, who spit harder than me. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to who? Listen.
It's everything I wanted and more. It feels like fucking King Kong versus Godzilla again. Like, this shit is so fucking good. This is probably my favorite hook. Sean, he's also my favorite verse. It's the funnest song. Like, just I thought that other song had great chemistry. The other song had great chemistry, and then I thought the other song had a great contrast. But this one, it has like both of them combined. Like the chemistry is right there with the hook. It's like really hip hop shit, just like throwing it back and like, oh no, listen to you, no, listen to me, and it's so funny, like a competition type of shit. It embodies like all of it right there, and the way his style contrasts with Sean Price, it's like really, like he really flows on the beat. Damn, Shaw Don and Shaw P killing it. Best of both, Sean. Part 2, are you feeling it? Part 2, are you feeling it? Like, this is his fucking sophomore album. That shit's hilarious. Like a G too. That shit's crazy to think. The fucking Sean Price. He's such a good rapper. He was such a good rapper.
I ain't had a hit since 96. Ever since then, my career twist. The Fab Five album.
I wasn't even aware of this. What is he talking about? Sean has had no mainstream recognition or charting since the Skelter's debut album Nocturnal in 1996.
Crack after the show with a fold down and blow back after throw. The drugs that I sold got fucked up gone. So it's called Hot Suits Construction Jones.
The shit he's talking about, it fucking sucks. Like, and it really can apply. It applies so much to today's new generation of like aspiring artists. Just like a lot of them think, oh, if I get a fucking face tattoo, it'll be all right. And it's like, look at the mess you made with your reputation. Look at the mess you made. You can't get a job. Look at the mess you made. You got no dedication. Look at the mess you made. You're a fucking slob. It really sucks that Sean Price like passed so early in his life. And then like listen to this type of stuff. It's like, oh fuck yeah, the brokest rapper, you know, shit like that. Oof. He definitely deserved more. Like you spend your money on your clothes, so you don't have money to go out. The poor man's rap, like the poor man's perspective, and it's like so poignant. This historical text in some sense, you know, like documenting the life of an artist. Very authentic in this shit, like just saying, oh, my shit might look good, but it's like I'm barely getting by. Oh, this is some top quality shit right here. It's got like heart to it. It's got great conceptual tracks. The whole album's kind of like, it works as a concept, you know. Jesus Price Superstar, comparing it to Monkey Bars, since those are his 2 studio albums, I think that one's more animated and like uncontrolled. There's no like boom by yeah on this or some shit like that, but this one feels more groomed, more elegant too. It's like lush. It's got really mainstream sounds. Like just thinking about the time 2007, like, oh yeah, this is the type of shit that would be kind of like popping on a bigger budget mainstream level, but it's got its own world behind it, like its own thing. Just thinking about Monkey Bars, it feels like a comic book in a way, and this one it feels like it's just a production, like a Broadway production. So many tracks that I feel like I'm gonna take away from this, like Violent, The God for sure, Like You, the intro. I feel like Church was okay. Director's Cut for sure, and Hearing Aid is just probably like one of the best tracks I've heard from Sean Price. It's got so many like really great fucking songs. It ends like, I wouldn't say with a bang, but it ends it on an emotional note, and it just tops it off like really good. Starts it off great and it ends off great. There's a lot of great stuff in between. It really feels like this guy's one of the most underrated rappers I've ever heard of. You never hear someone mention Sean Price, or not as often anyways. I would give this a 9. I don't know whether this one would be better than Monkey Bars, but it's definitely better than a lot of other Sean Price albums I've heard. Paris Rex was pretty cool, but this one might have it. Like just the concept, it's totally different. It's in its own universe, and the sound too. Like really, it's really interesting to see him in a different setting and still be like fucking King Kong shit. There's a couple duds and a couple lines that are like you know, out of date, aged pretty badly, but you know, well, you can't really ask for too much in old hip hop shit.
Kill humans. Release me. Screw you, I'll get you. Oh, I'm Bill Gates. I'm liberal. Oh, take my shot. It's not for the red to me. Liberal. Oh, I'm Bill Gates. Let's kill old people. Oh, let's take shots. Oh, I'm your boss now. Oh, I'm gonna inject you with a shot. We gotta turn the corner sometime. Holy hell! Microchips, world government, forced inoculations. This is world government forced inoculations. Total tracking and microchips sewn into our skin. Oh, yes, good. Honey, we gotta turn the corner sometime.